Hi, and welcome to Beauty and Wellness for your everyday life. My name is Cami DeVoe, and I am a holistic health and wellness coach. I am certified with CBD, and I am an essential oil advocate. Also, I'm the owner of C Tallulah Wellness.
And hi, afternoon. My name is Lavelle Johnson. I am a skin therapist. I've been a skin therapist for 25 years. I also hold my master's in traditional Chinese medicine for the last 5 years. And also, I am the owner of L.ZenSkincare. So, welcome. Today, we are going to talk about October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we are going to hold some statistics or share some statistics with you, and just hope that you come away with just the acknowledgement or awareness of our information that we want to share with you today. And today, Cammie's going to start off. Did you want me to start off or did you want to start off? I can't remember.
I can. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Okay. So this October is Breast Cancer a wellness month, as well as my birthday and Lavelle's birthday. So I am definitely an October baby. So it's a couple of things about breast cancer. Well, I wanted to talk about the men because we do always focus on the women, but also men can get breast cancer. And actually, 10% of men diagnosed with breast cancer have a genetic link to the disease. So it's important for men to pay attention to, if somebody in their immediate family has breast cancer, they might want to keep a lookout on that. And also 22,600 men were estimated to receive a breast cancer diagnosis in 2016. And especially if you're around the age of 68 for men, it's usually around that time frame. It can be before that, but just, the averages on that. So that's something that men should keep in the forefront. I know when we talk about it, the emphasis is always on women, but there are men that have been diagnosed with breast cancer. Now, personally, I get a thermogram, right? I have thermography done. So that's what I do personally. I'm not telling you to do that, but that is an option that I chose. If you're not familiar with thermography, it is actually a test that uses infrared, an infrared camera to detect the patterns and blood flows in the bodily tissues. This is something that if it sounds interesting to you, you can Google it and get more information. You can Google thermography. You can Google thermography for breast exams and things like that, and it will come up. So I am an essential oils advocate as well. And so what I did was for breast cancer awareness, I personally created a candle. It's called the Hope Candle because, you know, getting tested and detecting it early is our best hope. So I named the candle Hope Candle. If that's something, I do 5% of the proceeds go to the breast cancer awareness research. That's the foundation that I chose. If you're interested in that candle, you can click the link below and check it out.
Great. That is wonderful because I feel that sometimes the information is not out there, and that's great that you honed in on men because men are experiencing breast cancer as well. And I know that's always been a myth thinking that men can't get breast cancer. So I really appreciate you diving into that and talking also about the tomography as well. So thank you for that. I want to talk about jumping back into the women, that a little bit about statistics with that. I do want to say that with women, the lifetime risk of breast cancer is 1 in 8. Also,
Mm-hmm.
breast cancer has the highest mortality rate, of any cancer in women between the ages of 20 and 59. And I do want to talk about African American women. We have a 31% breast cancer mortality rate, and it's the highest of any racial or ethnicity group. Among women younger than 45, breast cancer incidence is higher among African American women than white women. Younger women in general and younger African American women in particular are more likely to present the triple negative subtype of the disease, and the subtype that is being both more aggressive and associated with a higher mortality. And over the last 20 years, despite the universal drop in mortality rates, there's been a rise in the incidence of breast cancer in African American women. Especially between mortality rates for white and Black women, they have grown significantly. Black women diagnosed with breast cancer is 42% higher than compared to white women, and the triple negative breast cancer rate is diagnosed more often in women of African descent than of European descent. I also want to talk about there's some products that in the beauty wellness realm of things that you do want to try to see if you can avoid, because they're specifically used more often, and not everyone, but often through Black women. There's hair relaxers, even though that statistics of using hair relaxers has decreased. Also acrylic nails, Brazilian blowout treatments, and skin lighteners. So it's just bringing an awareness to everyone, just making sure that you can get breast cancer. It's not just in October to be aware of these things, but just to be aware of these statistics and just take care of yourself as a whole, in a wholeness environment. So just make sure to take care of yourself. My participation for the month of October is that I do have an unscented body butter. It's antioxidants and vitamin C. It has vitamin C as well, that I am donating $5 of each of the sales to the National the National Breast Cancer Foundation. And it is actually pink, and then I will also include the link in this video below as well. So, Cammie, do you have any last words or anything that you want to bring to
Well,
the table?
I have a question. So I think that sometimes people, like, we know October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and sometimes people get so much into the pink
Yes. Yeah.
part of it, so to speak. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell this little story, but I'm gonna leave out the name of the company to protect the innocent.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going through a drive-through, thirsty, wanted to get me something to drink. I'm not a soda person, and so I just wanted lemonade, you know. So I go through and I get my lemonade, and it's pink, and they made it pink because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I'm telling the person, no, I don't want pink lemonade. I just want lemonade. So, and of course it's a younger person. So he says to me, oh, no, no, it's okay. It's pink because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now, I
Oh.
know that he just works there. It's not his fault. He's probably not thinking about it. And I'm not going to go into all the, well, what did you color it with? You know what I mean? Because you
Mm-hmm.
can use natural coloring with stuff. But let's
Mm-hmm.
face it, the probabilities of that being some natural coloring from like maybe a drop of beet juice or something like that is
Right.
highly unlikely from this place. So I didn't go into it, but my thought was, you know, if I didn't know better, because I do, right? And I just took
Mm-hmm.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a woman. Like, more than likely, the colorings that made that pink lemonade are
Mm-hmm.
gonna have uh something in it that
Mm-hmm.
causes breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
or causes
Mhm.
cancer in general. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like an oxymoron. You're doing it for Breast Cancer Awareness
Right.
Month.
Right.
Meanwhile, you're adding ingredients in it that can actually cause some type of cancer.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I just
Right.
want people to really think about that, right? And when
Right.
people say, and this is the last thing, because I'm not gonna get on a soapbox today, but when people say, when they're talking about essential oils and things like that, and say, oh, you cannot take it internally, what they don't think about is our skin. And of course, you know this is our
Mhm.
largest organ. So whatever
Mhm.
you put on your skin, like you were saying, different things, but whatever you put on your skin gets absorbed into your bloodstream,
Right.
right?
Right.
What we use on our heads gets absorbed,
Mhm.
and can have damaging effects later. So
Mhm.
my question to you is, do you think that the rate is going up in some instances, right, with
Mhm.
African American women, is because maybe they don't know, about the other things, like we know about Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but
Right.
is anybody going into the things that can cause cancer or breast cancer in your body? And the other thing is, do you think that it's going down and African American women as far as relaxers and stuff, because now we're concentrating more on natural hair? What are your thoughts about that?
Right. I do think there was definitely years ago, I would say probably about more like 8 to 10 years ago, there was more of a movement for um, people to get more, concentrate more on their natural hair than relaxed, because I do remember seeing there were more things, articles, like radio. That's the thing. It's not being promoted across the board. You have to go to certain research information to see this, because it's not being promoted. Okay, this is not good for you. Don't use this, don't use that, because I haven't heard anything, unless, but it's different because we are in the wellness
Mm-hmm.
beauty industry. We do a lot of research. We do a lot of that. And not to say that as a whole, we are not conscious to take care of our bodies, but there's a lot of unknown uh, research territory about it. And we, as a community, we don't have those those uh, those key figures, meaning that there's not a lot of research based on focus groups on African American women, men. Is just not a lot of that. So I think that that is a key factor. It's just not a lot of information out there that is spread. Like when you go, you're not going to see, when you go to a nail shop, caution, this acrylic may cause cancer. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see, you may see on some of the boxes, like maybe coloring, uh, this and that. But there are a lot of new boxes, a lot of new hair coloring out there that are concentrating on no, no lye, no dye for the, no lye for the relaxer, but no
Mm-hmm.
certain dyes, more of the relaxer, the botanicals for that. So
Mm-hmm.
there, you just have to be very conscious about your body,
Mm-hmm.
uh, products that you are, like you mentioned, the organ, the skin is the largest organ of the body, and pores all over the body. So whatever goes in is going directly
Mm-hmm.
into your bloodstream, and it's going to
Mm-hmm.
come out. But not all of that is going to come out through the mechanisms that are bowels, and through that. And you want to be careful, because even colon cancer, that's a whole nother subject. Colon cancer is on the rise as well, and
Mm-hmm.
pancreatic. There's so many different things that and even I heard that anal cancer is on the rise. And you don't even have to um there's a mystery on with that as well. So there's just a lot of things. It's just the matter of fact, why we are here is just to make people self-aware of things to look at
Mm-hmm.
and think about
Mm-hmm.
when they are purchasing products, their activities, making sure that you're getting your water. So we just want to make sure that you're aware of these things. So So
Mhm.
we
I
want to
agree.
do our part in spreading the wealth. Hopefully we'll be, I know it's been a while since we've been on here, but we have been
Yeah,
handling
yeah.
things behind the scene. So we appreciate
Mhm.
you viewing, and then we hope that you got a lot out of this. And if you have any questions, make sure you're on the live chat. If you have any questions, we'll make sure that we get back to you as well.
Exactly.
All right. So is there anything else, Cammie, that you want to share today?
One last thing that I want to share, I just thought about it when you were talking, is that a lot of people, don't they basically for my services want to basically lose weight, so becoming healthier is a part of that, but their main focus is losing weight,
Mm,
right? And so one of the things that they can do as well is not only detox your body, because we know how popular detoxing is right now,
mhm,
but detoxing your home is important. And I think that
mm,
it's good that it is some skincare, your
mhm.
skincare, which I love, by the way,
Thank you.
is more natural skincares are coming, are starting to pop up on the market right now, and shampoos and things like that. But it's also important to detox your home. That is a service that I provide as well. It's just important because sometimes we don't understand, or we may not know how toxic the products that we're
Mhm,
using to clean are,
mhm, mhm.
right? We're just, because what we see on TV. I don't want to
Uh-huh.
say any jingles, but those jingles are stuck in our minds. So you say it's not clean unless
Mhm,
it's da da
mhm,
da clean or
mhm,
things like that. But if those products are toxic,
mhm,
it's like not really helping you. It smells clean, it may kill
mhm,
germs, but what else is it killing? So it's
mhm,
always a natural way you can do things. You might
mhm,
have to transition into that, but in the long run, it's going to help you live longer and live healthier.
mhm. That's such a good point. And I do want to reiterate, you guys out there, you have to go to her site because her candles are so good, and I've been experiencing her candles for years, and they're just so relaxing. And again, she knows which her combination of ingredients displays like the different moods. So when you go to her site, she'll have what each candle does, but it's important. We talked about essential oils before, how they enhance our moods. They just work to our senses. So you definitely want to check her candles out because they are superb and they last a very long time. So they are a hidden gem. So make sure you check her out. So
Thanks. Appreciate that.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So we do want to thank you all for tuning in today. Again, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to us. Feel free. We will leave our links below, so we won't reiterate them on here right now, so that you have to write them down. We'll have them where you can be able to click on them, go to them directly. Again, if you have any questions for us, feel free to reach out to us. And thank you for tuning in, and we will be with you again. So thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.